Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. How do we treat people when they've messed up? What do we do with folks who have broken promises to us or lied to us or disappointed us? What place does forgiveness have in our real lives? What do we do when relationships are broken or fractured? These next several passages of Galatians will have as their background these questions as Paul continues to deal with the Galatian church and their breaking of fellowship with him and others over the introductions brought by the Judaistic believers coming from Jerusalem. In today's passage, the Apostle Paul appeals to his ongoing relationship with the Galatian Christians to help them see truth from error. Galatians chapter 4, verses 16 to 20, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition. Have I now become your enemy because I'm telling you the truth? These false teachers are so eager to win your favor, but their intentions are not good. They're trying to shut you off from me so that you'll pay attention only to them. If someone's eager to do good things for you, that's all right. But let them do it all the time, not just when I'm with you. Oh, my dear children, I feel as if I'm going through labor pains for you again, and they'll continue until Christ is fully developed in your lives. I wish I were with you right now so I could change my tone, but at this distance, I don't know how else to help you. Apostle Paul lets us know that telling the truth is never wrong. It may be painful, but it's never wrong. We ought to tell the truth with graciousness and courtesy and love, but we ought to tell the truth. Another thing he warns us to do is look at the intentions of others. Who benefits? Why are they doing what they're doing? Anyone trying to isolate you from your loved ones is wrong. We should always encourage healthy friendships and relationships with family and friends. We should encourage our loved ones to be involved with other people. This idea of isolating people from others is never a good idea and never helpful to have healthy, wholesome relationships. Then Paul suggests they look at their consistency. These people who have told you lies, do they act the same way all the time? Or do they act different when I'm around? People ought to be consistent, and our words and our actions ought to be consistent. And we ought to expect from our friends and our loved ones a sense of consistency in how they act and what they do. They ought to be the same. It encourages us that we ought to be consistent in our efforts of friendship, whether we're close to someone or whether we're far away. Paul says, it's like I'm going through labor pains all again. He's mentioning to them that because they started their Christian relationship together, that they have an ongoing responsibility to be in that relationship with one another. That the folks who brought us to Christ are important people, and we ought to stay in a relationship with them that is appropriate and helpful and healthy and helps us grow and helps them grow. And if we're responsible for leading someone else to Jesus, we have an ongoing responsibility to check up on them, see how they're doing, help things to go well. We ought to be involved in those kind of relationships. The Apostle Paul cared deeply for the people of the churches in Galatia. He felt a parental sense of responsibility for them. And he was, quite frankly, irritated that some other folks came in and tried to hinder their relationship and take over their relationship. Watch out for people who want you to break relationships. Hang around with folks who encourage you to be in healthy relationships, relationships that challenge you and help you grow. and listen to those folks who always tell you the truth, whether it's comfortable for you to hear or not. Develop relationships with people who are always truthful. May this week, may you look at and examine your relationships and strive to help all of them be healthier and growing relationships. God bless you.